With regards to the new breach reporting rules, I can absolutely understand under current DPA and GDPR, if a computer record goes missing with 10,000 medical records on, it's an absolute report. If an envelope is inadvertently put in another envelope and it's a very minor, non-sensitive breach, is there still going to be is there going to be a reporting for something as minor as that?
Yeah, we do not have guidance from the regulator about what the seriousness of breach has to be in order to be reported. Right? In the earlier drafts of GDPR, there was a seriousness sort of indicator in relation to breach reporting to the regulator. Right? That disappeared. Okay, during the course of it being negotiated, which tends to indicate to me that they expect any data breaches to be reported. The reason why that view was taken was because one minor data breach, what might seem as minor, may be indicative of a systemic problem in the organisation. So you've put the stuff in the wrong envelope on one occasion and it's had very minor consequences. But does that indicate that there's a problem in your process, which means that you might do that for 10,000 envelopes next day? See what I mean? So until we get more guidance, what I'm saying to clients is you're probably going to have to report every breach to the regulator. The question whether you need to then report it to affected individuals, there is a seriousness test. And whether or not it's serious is something that you would raise with the regulator. And you would say to the regulator, we don't think this is serious because of X, Y, Z. And the regulator will then say, well, I think it is. You've got to tell individuals. Or the regulator will say, I don't think you need to. And then you've got cover. I think that's the way it will start initially. Now, a point about resourcing. This happened in Holland 2 years ago. The Dutch introduced national legislation for reporting data security breaches at quite a low level. The regulator was completely inundated. The last time I spoke to the Dutch lawyer that I work with, I don't think there've been any investigations on the back of that because they're still sorting through the thousands of reports they're getting. And it's a bit like the email example given by Andrew. It's just piling crap upon crap, and they can't get through the initial crap they got in the first place. So they're going to have to think of some way to filter that at a regulatory level. And I'm afraid, again, I think the ICO will say industries like banking, any financial service industry player, any bank, any large retailer, they'll go into a bucket which is let's look at this straight away because they're my targets. And so I think, unfortunately, insurance is one of the areas which will go into the let's look at the stuff right away bucket. So I don't think you're going to get away with it for very long.